What surprising influence does mercantilism have on geopolitics? Imagine a world where countries are not just fighting over land or religion, but over who controls the flow of wealth and resources. That's what mercantilism was all about in early modern Europe during the age of absolutism. It was an economic system that believed a nation's power depended on accumulating gold and silver and maintaining a positive trade balance. Governments didn't leave trade to private merchants alone. They regulated it tightly. They imposed tariffs on imports, granted exclusive rights to certain companies, and even created monopolies to boost national wealth. What's really interesting is how this focus on wealth and trade shifted the way countries interacted on the global stage. Instead of just fighting over territory or religion, European nations started competing for colonies in Africa, Asia, and the Americas. They wanted to control resources and open new markets for their goods. Colonies became more than just places to get raw materials. They became parts of a bigger plan to strengthen the mother country's economy and military power. Control of trade routes and colonies was seen as essential for national security and dominance. This economic competition also changed diplomacy. Countries began to negotiate treaties based on trade interests rather than just dynastic alliances or religious conflicts. Wars often broke out over access to ports, trade rights, or control of valuable colonies. Powerful trading companies like the British East India Company and the Dutch East India Company grew so influential that they acted almost like governments themselves. They could send armies, negotiate treaties, and expand empire interests, blurring the lines between private enterprise and state power. Another surprising effect of mercantilism was how it helped centralize authority within nations. Kings and queens wanted to control trade and maximize revenue, so they took power away from local lords and feudal nobles. This shift helped create stronger, more unified nation-states that could project power for beyond their borders. It also laid the groundwork for later economic ideas that focused on protecting national industries and markets. Even after mercantilism started to decline in the 19th century, its ideas didn't disappear. Countries still believed that economic policies should serve national interests. During times of war or economic crisis, many European nations returned to mercantilist tactics like imposing tariffs or subsidizing key industries. This focus on economic strength as a form of national power is still visible today in debates over trade policies and protectionism. So, the surprising part is how mercantilism turned economic rivalry into a major for shaping global politics. It drove the creation of vast empires, spread European influence worldwide, and changed how nations interacted. Its legacy can still be seen in modern discussions about trade, economic independence, and how countries use their resources to maintain power.